I'm about to do your Virgo April 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Virgo, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo love reading video. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Virgo tarot reading for you. Now, let's get on with this Virgo April 2021 love reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. And I'm going to do that by pulling one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, Virgo, 3 cards for your person, and then I'm going to clarify all of it with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now, keep in mind, as always, that this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Virgo people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for, which really means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with every Virgo on the planet all at the same time, because I'm not reading for every Virgo on the planet. I'm reading for my specific group of Virgo people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers. So if you're not a Virgo and you're just watching this reading because you got the hots for a Virgo and you want to see what's up with them, I'm cool with that. Just keep in mind, though, that especially for cross watchers, energies can get flipped around backwards. So you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still might want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description down below. Now, enough talking. These cards are ready to talk to you. So let's start by getting one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Virgo and their romantic person of interest here in April 2021, please. Let's get one card for what's the mutual point of interest. There we go. Let's get 3 cards for you, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo in April 2021 as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between the two of them? Let's get one more. Thank you. Okay, now let's get 3 cards for your person. What's going on with Virgo's person as it relates to Virgo and the connection between the two of them here in April 2021, please? Let's get one more. Thank you. All right, now when I was doing the pre-shuffling for you, Virgo, I had the Justice card jump out of this deck. So might have something going on getting balanced out here. The overall energy of this reading is the 9 of Cups. Now, the 9 of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. This is also a card about being happy and content in and of yourself, emotionally happy and content in and of yourself, not needing some external thing or external person to get your happiness from, because that's coming from inside yourself. Not needing someone or something external to you to get your sense of love or feeling loved or being worthy of love, because all of that's coming from inside yourself. So this is an overall energy where it looks like both of you are in that state where you don't really need anyone else external to you because you're able to create your own happiness. So that's a good spot to be in. This actually, most people's goal in love and emotions and relationships is the 10 of Cups. But in reality, the 9 of Cups should be the goal, because until you're both in this state where you're happy in and of yourself, you have love for yourself, and unless you're both in that state, you're never going to make it to the 10 of Cups. When you're both in the 9 of Cups, that's when the cups start to overflow. That's what fills up that 10th cup. If one of you is in the 9 of Cups and the other one's, say, in the 7 or the 8, the only way for them to get to the 9 is to siphon the love and the emotions out of your cups, which, yes, will bring them to the 9, but it lowers you down. So that's how you get one of those up and down type relationships that never really goes where you want it to go. So this is a very good overall energy to have. Right underneath that, We have the 10 of Wands. I guess I forgot to mention this 9 of Cups is Pisces energy. This 8 of Wands, excuse me, is Sagittarius energy. This is the second fastest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. This is rapid back and forth passionate communication, rapid forward movement, rapid forward progress on something that you guys have a lot of passion and desire for. We have the Knight of Wands right underneath that, so 2 fire sign energies right in a row. This is the second fastest Knight in the deck. So we've got the second fastest overall energy in the deck. Now we have the second fastest Knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something you have a lot of passion and desire for. A lot of very fast moving energy here. A lot of really good energy in terms of being happy and content. So that's good news. Now the overall, or the mutual point of interest between the two of you, this is shared energy between the both of you. This is something that's affecting you both. So either Virgo, you've said or done something and it's got your person thinking, feeling, or acting this way, or vice versa. They've said or done something and now you're thinking, feeling, acting this way. More often than not, this is something that is affecting both of you in some way, and the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in April 2021 is the Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. Now the Queen of Swords will offer to let you speak your truth, but she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to her, it better match the truth she already knows, or she's going to use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something. It's also an energy of cutting off the things and the people that no longer serve you. So let's clarify this Queen of Swords here. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords a mutual point of interest between Virgo and their romantic person? If we got a lot going on, look at how these cards are trying to get away from me here. We got a lot going on. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands again, which is 3 cards down here in the story on the bottom of the main deck that I'm using here. Second fastest moving Knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action on something you have a lot of passion and desire for. Now, sometimes this is referred to as the player of the tarot deck, meaning this is someone who has shifting loyalties, so to speak. Like the Knight of Wands is the kind of person who will rush in all passionately, get what they want, and then they'll leave and rush in all passionately somewhere else and get what they want. Now, in actuality, he works for the King of Wands, but he's a mercenary. So he understands that when this job is over, he's going to have to go somewhere else, and he's going to have to take his loyalty with him. So this can represent shifting loyalties. This can represent rapid forward movement on something that there's a lot of passion and desire for. We got a lot of fast moving energy here. The next card is the Chariot. This is Cancer energy. This is the fastest moving energy in the whole deck. So we've got the second fastest moving energy in the deck here, the second fastest Knight in the deck. We just got the second fastest Knight again. Now we have the fastest energy in the whole tarot deck with this Chariot card. This is about moving forward very, very quickly in success and victory. It's about using the will to do that. Using the will to get past any problems or challenges or obstacles from the past and move forward very quickly in success and victory. Have the High Priestess right underneath that. Now this is she who knows. This is the unconscious mind. This is the intuition. Now the High Priestess is called she who knows because she sits in front of the veil of consciousness. She has access to all the information that you and I as humans don't have access to. She can go back and forth behind the curtain anytime she wants. The problem with her is she doesn't always clue us in on everything as soon as she knows. There's some things that we're not meant to know. There's some things that we don't really need to know until it's time for us to know, at which point she will clue us in through the intuition, through signs, through synchronicities, repeating numbers, dreams with messages in them, gut feelings, things like that. So now in a love reading, this can also signify that this connection between the two of you is deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just something emotional. It could be bordering on like a spiritual type connection. This can be divine guidance. We got a lot of fast moving, powerful energy right here. But to clarify this Queen of Swords, this energy of speaking the truth about something and then cutting off things and people that no longer serve you, we have the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Coins. So this Three of Wands, this is Aries energy. This is the beginning stages of manifesting something. Now in the Two of Wands, the card right before this, you're at a fork in the road. You're at this crossroads, this decision point about which path leads you to the world that you want and which path do you leave behind. Well, in the Three of Wands, that decision has already been made. The path has been chosen in terms of what leads you to the world that you want. And you've already started taking steps down that path. You're actively trying to manifest what it is that you want. And you have this positive expectancy that the path you've chosen is going to turn into something good. Something good is going to come your way. It just hasn't shown up yet. It hasn't materialized in this physical 3D reality that we live in yet, and you're still waiting on it to appear. So this is an energy of like manifesting something and waiting on it to actually show up, but having a positive expectancy that it will. Next we have the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. So this represents news and messages. This represents communication about something. This is also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, trying to figure something out, trying to study something, put their due diligence in on figuring something out. So this can sometimes represent an energy of keeping tabs on somebody, or spying on somebody, checking out their social media pages, asking people about them, driving past where they live or where they work, trying to figure something out about someone. Now we've got this Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords laying like this in a column. So these two energies are directly connected here in some way. I'm not 100% sure what this is telling me yet though. This could be saying that we're having some communications here about the truth. Swords are about truth. They're about thinking. They're about the thoughts. They're about communications. So we could be communicating the truth here. We could be waiting to communicate the truth. We could be waiting because we're trying to figure something out here. But this is the mutual energy that's affecting both of you. We could be waiting on someone to get cut off and that communication to go through. We also have the Queen of Coins here. Now this is Capricorn energy. This is an earth sign energy. This could be representing your energy. This is someone who's very grounded, very stable, very abundant, prosperous. This is like a loving, nurturing type of an energy here. This is who would manage the home, the assets and resources of the home, the family. This is who the Ten of Coins would be built around. That stable, abundant, prosperous home life is built around the Queen of Coins, and she manages that. Not 100% sure what this is telling me just yet, so hopefully this gets a little bit more clear as we move along. But that's the mutual energy between the two of you here in April 2021. Virgo, for your energy, you have the Moon, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Coins. Now the Moon represents fears, worries, anxieties. It can even represent something being hidden in the dark, as in something you don't know about, some secret being kept, something that you can't see just yet. This can even represent like ending of cycles of some sort here. Now we did see the High Priestess. Sometimes she can represent something you don't know about, some secret being kept. We've got the Moon here. This can represent some secret being kept. This could just be fears, worries, and anxieties about truth being spoken here. Looks like possibly some decision being made and waiting on that to pan out, waiting to see if that's going to provide the stability that you guys are looking for, trying to figure that out. Is that going to provide the stability? Could be some sort of communication going on with some fears, worries, anxieties around it. Tell me more about the Moon for Virgo here in April 2021, please. Why is the Moon here? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Coins. This is Taurus energy. This is a period of pausing to reflect and take stock of this connection, take stock of this situation that you're finding yourself in. And what you're doing is looking at these seeds that you've planted and you're trying to determine, is this going to grow into the 10 of coins that I actually want? Is this worth me investing in, or continuing to invest in, or reinvesting in? Is this going to pan out? Or is this maybe a spot where it's not going to pan out, and maybe it's time for me to cut my losses and move on? So this is that period of time where you're pausing to reflect and take stock of those types of things. Ask yourself those types of questions. We have the Four of Swords right under that. This is Libra energy. This is about taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. It's about choosing to go internal, to do some thinking about something, to do some healing, to do some figuring something out here. So we've got two energies now of trying to figure something out. We've seen the High Priestess. We see the Moon card here, possibly something that you don't know about, something that's kind of hidden in the dark from you, and you're trying to figure it out. You're doing some contemplating, trying to decide, is this worth me investing in, or should I cut my losses and move on here? It's almost like you're waiting on that communication to find out if this is where you should be investing. Is this have the stability behind it? Is this worth you putting your time, effort, and energy into here? We have the King of Swords right under that. This is Gemini energy. This is a decision-making energy. We're definitely seeing a decision here when you contemplating, is this worth investing in? Do I cut my losses and move on? You're taking time trying to figure that out. It looks like you're emotionally happy and content in and of yourself, as in you don't necessarily need anyone else. It doesn't mean you want to be single. It just means that if it comes down that way, you're totally fine with it. But this King of Swords is a decision-making energy. It's someone who's emotionally detached, as in they don't let their emotions get involved in their decision-making at all. They're looking at things very logically, very rationally, very analytically, and they're only interested in what they can see right in front of them. They're not interested in the emotions behind what's going on. They're not interested in the story behind what's going on. They're only concerned with the truth and the facts of the matter, and they're going to use the truth and the facts to come to the best, most logical, most rational decision available for everyone involved here. Now we've got the King and the Queen of Swords out here on the table. Usually when you have the King and the Queen of the same suit, that represents counterparts, like a power couple. Like two cards that are supposed to be together usually represents two people who are probably supposed to be together. Except in the case of the swords, for me at least. For me, this usually represents two people who used to be together. Again, this can represent fears, worries, and anxiety, something hidden in the dark, taking stock of this connection, trying to decide, is this worth investing in or reinvesting in? Now we have the King of Cups right underneath that. These are two decision-making energies, but they do things completely opposite of each other. The King of Swords is emotionally detached. He does not let his emotions get involved in the decision-making at all. The King of Cups does. He is emotionally stable, emotionally balanced. He consults his emotions and his intuition when he makes his decisions. Now, I'm not sure if this is telling me we've got two masculine energies involved in this connection here. It's looking like that could possibly be the case. This could just represent two different aspects of yourself. This could represent two different aspects of your person. This is one of the most confusing readings that I've had here in just a minute. Now, this also tells me that there is a lot of love and emotions between the two of you. It just may not be outwardly expressed at the moment here. The King of Cups doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't necessarily publicly broadcast his emotions. He usually keeps that to himself because he doesn't let his emotions cloud his judgment. He consults them in his decision making. He just doesn't let those cloud his judgment here. And we have a Page of Coins underneath that. This is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. This usually for me represents planning for the future. And we have the Two of Wands under that, Aries energy. This is that fork in the road, that crossroads, that decision point I was telling you about when we looked at this Three of Wands energy. This is some decision about which path leads you to the world that you want, and which path do you need to leave behind in order to get there. It looks like you're planning for the future in terms of that, and it's possible that you have a choice to make between two different masculine energies here. Now don't get it confused just because there are men on the cards here that we're talking about a man. This is masculine energy, not male gender. So this doesn't represent gender. A woman is every bit as capable of being the Queen of Swords or the King of Cups, the King of Swords or the King of Cups as a man is, and vice versa. A man is every bit as capable of being the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Coins as a woman is. But this is interesting though, because in the mutual energy between the two of you, I have two queens, which can sometimes represent two feminine energies being involved. And now clarifying the moon for you, I have two kings, which can represent two masculine energies being involved here. Now to clarify the moon, these fears, worries, anxieties, potentially something being hidden in the dark from you. To clarify that, we have the Emperor, the Ten of Wands, and we have the moon again. Now the Emperor is Aries energy. This is the major arcana Aries card. We already have an Aries energy out here in the mutual energy between the two of you. This is an energy of taking control of something, taking charge of a situation, possibly setting some boundaries, but taking control of something. Now, the Emperor is a master manifester. He's got all the tools and resources to put together a plan to get what he wants and then to execute that plan. Now, we just saw this card about planning for the future. We have a card here about trying to choose which path to go down, which path leads you to the world that you want. Now we've got an energy of taking control of a situation, putting together a plan to get what you want, executing that plan. The next card in to clarify the moon is the Ten of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that's being carried here. This is a 10 though, and in tarot 10s are completions, and that represents the completion of some heavy burden. So it looks like you might be taking control of some situation that you have some fears, worries, and anxieties about, taking control of that and being able to lay this burden down. If you haven't been able to lay the burden down yet, you're going to be able to probably sometime here in the month of April. But the final card to clarify the moon is the moon. So again, this is fears, worries, anxieties, possibly something being hidden in the dark. Anytime I'm clarifying a card and I get that same card as a clarifier, that's the universe beating me over the head going, dude, I done told you. There's something that they're fearful, worried, and anxious about, and possibly something hidden in the dark. Something that you can't quite see. Now the next card in your energy, Virgo, is the Two of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is a decision needing to be made, only it's not being made, either because you don't have enough information to make the decision, there's something that you can't see, hence that blindfold, something that you can't see. Moon, we've seen the High Priestess and the Moon twice. There could definitely be something that you don't know about, and you could be waiting on news and messages about that. It's entirely possible that there's something you don't know about in terms of another energy being involved here, and it's causing you to take stock of this whole situation here. But this is a decision that you need to make that's not being made. So let's clarify this Two of Swords for Virgo. Please tell me more about this Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here for Virgo in April 2021? Let's get one more. Let's get one more on this Two of Swords for Virgo, please. Oh, we'll take an extra one. That's fine with me. Okay. Alright, on the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords again. More Libra energy. So we've got a Libra energy here as the mutual point of interest between the two of you. We're clarifying a Libra energy card with this Two of Swords, and now we get the Four of Swords again, more Libra energy. This is that choosing to go internal. It's taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, choosing to go internal to heal something or to think about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward here. Right under that, we've got the King of Swords again. Decision making. Trying to figure out what to do about making some decision and being emotionally detached about it. Not letting your emotions get involved in the decision making here. Or at least trying not to. Trying to be analytical, logical, rational about the decision. About what to do in this connection. We've got that Seven of Coins again. Taurus energy of taking a pause to reflect and take stock of this connection, of this situation, trying to decide, is this where I put my time, effort, and energy in? Is this worth investing in? Is this going to grow into the 10 of coins that I really want? Or is this not? And maybe it's time for me to cut my losses and move on. And we have the Ace of Swords right under that. This is the sword of victory. It's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. Now, it's also the sword you would use to make a decision with. The word decision, decide, the Latin word that those words come from literally means to cut off, as in to cut off all other options and be left with only one. That's how you make an actual decision. We're clarifying the Two of Swords, where you have two options. There's a decision needing to be made that hasn't been made yet, either because there's something you can't see or something that you're not wanting to look at. I'm feeling more like it's something that you can't see because we've got the moon out here twice. But this is you getting some clarity on that and making a decision, cutting something off. This is the sword you would use to sever a relationship. It's the sword you would use to sever options that you have or to sever something in your life that's not in balance. Now, like I said, when I was doing the pre-shuffling before I started the camera, I had the Justice card jump out, which is also a Libra energy. In the Justice card, that sword is in the card. And in that card, it's used to sever things that aren't in balance so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. Yeah, we've got death right underneath this. This is Scorpio energy. This is a transformation taking place, like something coming to an end, something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. So if you think about when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, the caterpillar goes into a cocoon. It's not having fun in there. It's actually dying. It's going through a painful transformation process. And when it comes out of that cocoon, it ain't a caterpillar anymore. It's something entirely different. So this represents some sort of a transformation process that you're going through. And when it's over, something's going to be different about you. And the Three of Swords right under that, more Libra energy. This is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third-party energy. Now, it doesn't always have to be a romantic third party. It's not necessarily that you or your person is cheating, although that could be, because I have two queens out here. I've seen the two different kings a couple of times now. I've got one of those kings out here in these clarifiers. I'm getting ahead of myself, but this is some third-party energy in this connection that's causing heartbreak and sadness. Now, that third-party energy can be anything. It could be working too much. It could be going to school. It could be watching too much television. It could be literally anything that we humans do will create its own energy when we do enough of it. So this could be nosy neighbors, family members. This could be literally anything that's not you, Virgo, that's not your person, causing some sort of heartbreaking sadness here. Now, to clarify this Two of Swords, this decision that you need to make that's not been made yet, we have the Magician, we have the Ten of Cups, the King of Cups, and we have Judgment. Now, the Magician is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the Tarot deck. This is card 1 of the Major Arcana. This is someone who has all the tools, all the abilities, all the resources, everything you need to manifest or create from nothing, whatever it is your will desires. So this is about using the will to create the world that you want, taking the actions to create the world you want. He's got all 4 aces right here in front of him. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles or coins in this deck, and the Ace of Wands. So you literally have all the tools to create the world that you want. We see you in the bottom of the deck. When I clarified the moon, we saw that Two of Wands, that decision about which path leads you to the world that you want. You've got all the abilities to create the world that you want here. Got you being in the Emperor energy here. Both cards are about being a master manifester. So you have everything you need to create the world that you want. There's just some heavy burden that you're carrying here. It looks like either based around fears, worries, and anxieties, or based around something that you don't know. We saw the High Priestess. That could be you've got like gut feelings or intuitive hits about something, like something doesn't seem quite right to you and you're not sure what it is. And it looks like you're taking time trying to figure that out. Possibly waiting on some communications about what's going on, waiting on some truth to come out, waiting on some decision about whether this is going to provide you the stability that you want. But you have everything. This tells me that something is being actively manifested here. And I already saw that with this Three of Wands. This is the beginning stages of manifesting something. Now the next card to clarify that Two of Swords is the Ten of Cups. Now the overall energy of this reading is the Nine of Cups. And like I said, most people's goal is the 10, but in reality it should be the 9, because until you're both here, you're never going to make it here. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. This is two people in this Nine of Cups state where they're happy and emotionally content in and of themselves. They love themselves. They're okay with spending time with themselves. Two people in that state coming together into union to create a happy family, a happy fairy tale ending. I mean, this is most people's goal when it comes to love and emotions and relationships. So it's like you're trying to manifest this Ten of Cups, this happy fairy tale ending here. There's just some decision that needs to be made. Now we've got you in this King of Cups energy. This is Pisces energy. This Ten of Cups is also Pisces energy. This Nine of Cups is also Pisces energy. So I've seen a lot of Pisces. I've seen a lot of Libra. I've seen a little bit of Aries out here as well. So you could be dealing with any of those signs. You could be dealing with literally any sign. I'm just going to call out the ones that are prominently sticking out just in case that has some relevance to you. But again, this is a decision-making energy of someone who's emotionally stable, emotionally balanced. No matter how rough and choppy the waters get around the King of Cups, he's able to maintain his calm, his composure. He's able to not let his emotions get the best of him. He doesn't necessarily outwardly express his emotions, though. So this is telling me you have a lot of love and emotions for your person here. You're just not necessarily expressing that right now. You're not wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're definitely not letting your emotions cloud your judgment here. Speaking of judgment, that's the next card to clarify this Two of Swords, this decision needing to be made. This card is about making a decision. It's about you passing your own final verdict and judgment on a situation, making some sort of a final decision. We saw that Ace of Swords. We've seen the King of Swords. We got another decision-making energy here. Something is going on here. Now, this can also have another meaning. This can be a card of second chances, as in resurrection, bringing something back to life, calling it back from the grave, and transforming it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. The final card in your energy here for April 2021, Virgo, is the Page of Coins. Again, pages are messengers. This is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. For me, a lot of times, this represents planning for the future. It reminds me, a lot of people have been asking where they can get the coffee mugs, where they can get some of the sweatshirts, some of the t-shirts that they see, or some of the crystals that you see all over the place around me. I have my shop on my website now, and you can find all of this stuff there, but I'm actually giving away free coffee mugs and free t-shirts. So if you go to www.unknowntruthtarot.com/free-stuff, that's where you can get some of the free stuff. If you want, you can check the store out while you're there if that's something you're into. But let's clarify this Page of Coins here. Tell me more about this Page of Coins for Virgo. Okay, thank you. All right, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Coins. This is Capricorn energy again. We've got Capricorn out here in the mutual energy between the two of you. This is teamwork and collaboration. This is working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would be working together as equals to build is that Ten of Coins. We've already seen you in that energy of contemplating, is this going to turn into the Ten of Coins that I want? Or is this not? And maybe I should cut my losses and move on. Now we've got an energy of you working together as equals to build this Ten of Coins. In the mutual energy, this Queen of Coins is who manages the Ten of Coins. It's who it's all built around. Maybe this isn't your decision that's needing to be made. It's possible that you're waiting on your person to make a decision. You're trying to help them manifest this decision in this happy fairy tale ending. And maybe this is saying what you don't know is how they feel about you. Maybe they aren't expressing their emotions to you, and you don't know what the decision's going to be. That could be what's causing the fears, worries, and anxieties for you. That could be what's causing this burden. It could be what's hidden in the dark. Or it's possible that's flipped around and your person's waiting on you to express yourself here. But we have some sort of an opportunity related to working together as equals to build something of value. We have that Knight of Wands again, which we've already seen a couple of times here. It's in the story on the bottom of this first deck, this main deck. Now, second time I've seen it here. Second fastest knight in the deck. It's about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something you've got a lot of passion and desire for. Now, it could be player type energy, wishy-washy, in and out type of an energy. You could be dealing with someone, and that could be what is causing the fears, worries, and anxieties and the burden and this decision that you need to make about trying to manifest this fairy tale ending here. Your person could be kind of in and out on you. Oh, yeah, that could be it, because we have the Devil next. Capricorn energy again. This is a heavy toxic energy. This is an energy that could be obsession. It could be addiction. It could be being trapped by something, or at least a feeling of being trapped by something, like feeling like there's something that you can't escape from. This could be an element to your shadow, an element to your person's shadow, as in like maybe there's something about yourself that you don't like and you don't want your person to see that, so you kind of like push it down into your shadow, try to repress it, try to pretend like it's not there because you don't want to look at it. If that's the case, it will create a situation in your life where it is controlling aspects of you, because pretending like it's not there doesn't make it not there. I mean, if you don't believe that, go stand on the train tracks and close your eyes and pretend like the train's not coming. It's still going to run you over. So if this is a case where you're pretending like there's something that's not quite there inside yourself, it is going to create a spot where it controls you. Vice versa, if this is your person's energy, if they have some sort of thing about themselves that they're pushing down into the shadows, not dealing with it, afraid to face it, it's going to create a spot where it's controlling them. Heck, this could be something about their energy controlling an aspect of your life. That could be where your fears, worries, and anxieties are coming from. Could be what that burden is about. Could be why you have a decision to make that you're not able to make it. There's something you can't see or something you don't want to look at. It's possible your person has some sort of negative energy about them. We have the Two of Coins under that. More Capricorn energy. So I'm seeing a lot of Capricorn all of a sudden here. This is a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of an energy. It's a card of balance, but it's more about trying to maintain your balance or trying to regain your balance after being off balance. It's about a decision. Twos represent decisions. We've seen the Two of Wands. We've seen the Two of Swords. Now we have the Two of Coins. At the very beginning of the reading, we saw the High Priestess, card 2 of the Major Arcana. She rules over all these 4 twos in the deck. So there's some decision needing to be made clearly. We've seen the King of Swords a couple of times, the King of Cups a couple of times. We have Judgment about a decision. We've seen the Ace of Swords about a decision. This is where you're trying to decide something and you're weighing your options. You're looking at the pros and cons. You're asking questions like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? We've seen you in that 7 of Coins energy where you're contemplating this whole situation, trying to decide, do I put my time, effort, and energy into this, or do I cut my losses and move on? But now here we are back to that 9 of Cups again, Pisces energy. And again, that's the overall energy of the reading. This is a card of wish fulfillment. It's also a card of you being happy and content emotionally in and of yourself. You have love for yourself. You don't necessarily need some other person to get your happiness from. You don't need some other person to get your sense of love and being worthy of love from. And we've got the 4 of Wands under that, more Aries energy now. So we've had a lot of Pisces, a lot of Aries, a lot of Libra, a lot of Capricorn out here. 4s are about stability. This is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of this connection between the two of you. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifestation. We've seen the Magician and the Emperor, the 2 master manifestors of the tarot deck. We've got in the mutual energy the 3 of Wands. This is about being at the beginning stages of manifesting. Now we've got the 1111 card, which is the card immediately following this beginning stages. This is a card of celebration. This is about celebrating something that you've been manifesting actually appearing in the physical 3D reality. It's actually shown up here, and you're celebrating it because it's got a lot of stability behind it. So we have some opportunity here to work on that together. To clarify this Page of Coins, that news and messages of that opportunity, the planning for the future in terms of working together as equals to build something, we have the 6 of Cups, the Lovers, and the Knight of Coins. Now this 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy. This is the card of the past. It's about thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way it used to be. This can even represent someone from the past trying to make a comeback here. So you're trying to plan for the future while at the same time thinking about the past, which again is kind of a conflicting energy here. Could be why you've got a decision that you can't quite make. It could be why you're feeling burdened. You could be trying to plan for the future with someone who you used to be with at some point in the past. Next card to clarify that Page of Coins is the Lovers. This is divine feminine, divine masculine energy. These are divine counterparts. This is a powerful love connection. These are 2 people who were probably supposed to be together here. This is Gemini energy, by the way. So we've got planning for the future, something related to the past, possibly a past lover, someone you were connected with in the past. And contemplating working together as equals with that person. I'm not. This is the most confusing reading I've done in a while, Virgo. I'm hoping this is making sense to you. It doesn't really have to make sense to me because it's not my message. As long as it makes sense to you, that's good. But we've got this wishy-washy in and out energy with the devil energy, and then this 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy. So I've got 2 energies that are like half in, half out, and right in the middle of that is the devil. This can represent a karmic relationship. This can represent something that you feel stuck to or trapped by, something you feel like you can't escape. When you have the Lovers and the devil out here at the same time, this can represent a connection that's got so much like gravity to it, you feel like you can't escape it. So much magnetic pull that you feel like you can't get away from it. It could be that. This could be a karmic relationship from the past that you feel like is a love connection. This could be a lot of different things, really. It might be something entirely different for you than the very next Virgo that shows up to watch this reading after you. But the final card to clarify that Page of Coins is the Knight of Coins. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is like a slow forward moving energy. Very slow, methodical, 1 foot in front of the other. Not in a big hurry, not in a big rush. willing to take the time. This is like a perfectionist type of an energy. Someone who doesn't make mistakes because they're in a hurry. When he finally shows up, he's got the real deal. He's got the Ace of Coins, which is the seed that has the potential to grow into that 10 of Coins that we all want. So when he finally gets there, he's got the real deal. The problem is he's so slow that sometimes it seems like progress isn't happening, even though it is. It's just really slow. So this could be telling me that you're trying to plan for the future, possibly with someone you've had a connection with in the past. This could just be telling me that this person that you're with now is your lover, and you guys have been together for a long time, and you're still planning for the future, and this isn't happening quickly enough for you. It could be that too. Wow. A little bit confusing here. Now, that's your energy here in April 2021, Virgo. Let me scoot this over. Take a look at your person's energy, because in their energy, we have the Star, the Page of Cups, and the 9 of Coins. Well. This Star is Aquarius energy. This is a card of wish fulfillment again. We've got a card of wish fulfillment as the overall energy of the reading. This can represent wish fulfillment. This can be a card of healing. It can be a card of hope. This is actually card 17 of the Major Arcana. This is the card that comes right after the Tower in the Major Arcana. So you don't ever make it to the Star until you've been through a Tower moment first. This is the guiding light that shows up from the universe to help light your way after a Tower moment happens, when everything comes crashing down and you can't see your way forward from there. This is that guiding light that allows you to see, that allows you to heal, that gives you the hope to be able to move forward. Now, in a love reading, this can also represent that your person is viewing you as a gift to them from the universe. They're viewing you as the one for them, which is entirely possible. This could be divine guidance. We have seen the High Priestess. We've got the Lovers out here. I'm wondering if maybe you are already in another connection, and now someone from your past is making a comeback, and what the connection you were in just hasn't been panning out the way you want it to, and you're contemplating cutting that one off and going with this person that you've been with in the past here, working together as equals with them to try and build that 10 of Coins. Your person, to clarify this Star here, tell me more about the Star for Virgo's person, April 2021, please. Well, that one clearly wanted to come out. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay. I see. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Coins. More Taurus energy. Not the first time we've seen this card in this reading. This is taking a pause, taking a period of time to pause and reflect and take stock of this whole situation. Your person is doing this too, and they're trying to decide if these seeds that you guys have planted are going to grow into that 10 of Coins that you both want. Is this worth them investing in? Is this worth them reinvesting in or continuing to put their time, effort, and energy into? Is this going to pan out? Or is this a spot where maybe it's not going to pan out? Maybe they should cut their losses and move on. Got that King of Swords again. So I'm thinking now that maybe this was your person's energy showing up all along here. That energy of being a decision maker, being very smart, very analytical, very logical, but emotionally detached. The King of Swords does not allow his emotions to even get involved in his decision making. He's only looking at what's right in front of him, looking at the truth and the facts of the matter, and that's what he's going to use to make his decision. Gemini energy. We have the Ace of Coins right under that. The seed that has the potential to grow into the 10 of Coins that we all want. Your person's taking time to think about this. Is this going to grow into the 10 of Coins? Looking at the seeds that you've planted. We've got this Page of Coins in your energy, and notice he's carrying the Ace of Coins. We've also got this Knight of Coins here in your energy, who's also carrying this. I've got the Queen of Coins out here. Who would manage this 10 of Coins? We've got the Magician out here. He's got the Ace of Coins. He's got all 4 aces. This is potential. Now, it's not the 10 of Coins in and of itself, but it has the potential to get there. Aces require you to grab them and do something with them, though. Otherwise, they're just empty potential. 4 of Swords under that. Libra energy. This is choosing to take a pause, take a rest, take a break, go internal, do some healing. We've got a card of healing is exactly what we're clarifying here in this star. Do some thinking about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. It looks like your person is trying to figure out what to do moving forward with this opportunity with you. Trying to decide, is this worth investing in? Is this worth moving forward in? Which we've actually seen you doing the same thing here. To clarify the star for your person, we have the 3 of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the 2 of Wands. Now we've seen all 3 of these cards already here, and the card that's on the bottom of the deck, and the card that's right under that. We've seen all of these cards already. This 3 of Swords is Libra energy again. This is heartbreak and sadness from a third-party situation. Doesn't have to be a romantic third party. It could literally be any energy that's not you, that's not this person. But something has caused heartbreak and sadness in this connection, and it's requiring your person to try and figure out, is this worth continuing on in? They're trying to heal from this heartbreak and sadness. Trying to figure out how to move forward from this. But it looks like at the same time, they have the hope that this can be healed. Like I said, maybe this isn't your decision that isn't being made. When we had this 2 of Swords in your energy, it's entirely possible that it's not your decision that we're waiting on here. It's your person's decision. This Queen of Swords energy is an energy of speaking the truth, but it's also an energy of cutting off things and people that don't serve you. You're waiting on some communication about the truth, about the stability of this connection, about, are we going to build this 10 of Coins? You've got fears, worries, and anxieties. You're carrying a heavy burden. There's something that you don't know about. You're trying to manifest the 10 of Cups, this happy fairy tale ending. You have a lot of love and emotions for them. There's some decision or a second chance. And now we've got news and messages of an opportunity for someone from the past that is your lover, and things are taking longer than you want. It looks like because this person is healing and they're still contemplating on, do I invest here or not? Next we have the Ace of Swords. Second time we've seen this. The sword of truth, the sword of victory, the sword of clarity, the sword you would use to make a decision with. Also the sword you would use to sever something that's not serving you, not to your benefit anymore, sever a connection. It's the sword that's being carried by this Queen of Swords. It's also the sword that's carried by the King of Swords that keeps showing up over and over again. This is some decision you're waiting on here. Your person is trying to heal, trying to figure out what to do moving forward after some heartbreaking situation, some decision needing to be made here or getting made. I don't feel like it's being made yet, though. We have the 2 of Wands, more Aries energy. Fork in the road, crossroads, a decision point about which path leads me to the world that I want and which path do I leave behind. Again, taking stock of this whole situation. Do I invest here or do I cut my losses and move on? Do I cut my losses and go down another path? The person trying to heal from heartbreak, having the hope that it can be healed, though. The next card in their energy, Virgo, is the Page of Cups. Again, pages are messengers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is news and messages of love and emotions. This is an apology. This is the expressing of feelings, expressing of emotions, making love offers. Tell me more about this Page of Cups for Virgo's person, please. Okay, we're not taking the big giant chunk of the deck. Thank you very much. Already got the 3 that we need, so we're just going to take those and see what happens. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of coins again. Teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would be building is that 10 of coins. We've got the Queen of Coins out here. We've got the Page and the Knight of Coins out here. And as you're about to see in a minute, we have the King of Coins out here now. But this is like news and messages of love, possibly an apology, working together as equals. 4 of Coins. So this is Capricorn energy. Again, 4 of Coins is also Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. Knight of Wands. Second fastest knight in the deck. Rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something your person has a lot of passion and desire for. Also can be that player energy, that 1 foot in, 1 foot out, wishy-washy, back and forth, shifting loyalties kind of an energy. And then we have more Capricorn energy again with this Devil card. Man, there's some situation that you guys are feeling trapped by. I see the burden over here. I've seen the Devil on your side. I've seen the Devil on their side. There's something that you guys aren't wanting to look at. Something that you're feeling trapped by, but you're not actually trapped though. Like if you look at the card, this is the Fool stuck in a cage with the Devil. And he's scared to death. He won't even look at the situation because he's so afraid. And he's keeping himself in this cage when he doesn't need to be, because the chains the Devil holds are connected to the cage, not him. The cage door is wide open. He could totally just get up and walk out. He just doesn't realize that because he's so afraid to look that he can't see that. I see in your energy the fears, worries, anxieties of the Moon card. The something being hidden in the dark, something that you can't see. The very next card in your energy was a decision needing to be made, but there's something that you can't see or something that you don't want to look at. Again, that could be their energy and it's just affecting you, which is why it's showing up on your side. But I'm getting that same feeling again. There's something that you don't want to look at or they don't want to look at. And if you just summoned your courage to face your fears for a minute and look at the situation for what it is. We keep seeing that King of Swords, not letting your emotions get involved. Looking at what's right in front of you and basing your decisions only on the truth and the facts, not the story behind what's going on, not the emotions. If you looked at what's right in front of you, or if your person looked at what's right in front of them, they'd see the cage door is open. They're not actually trapped. The Devil only has the power over you that you give to him by being afraid, by not looking at it, by not facing the situation for what it is. And when you do, you realize that I'm not really trapped. I can just walk away from this. I could just get out of this cage and there's not a damn thing he could do about it. I think that's what's keeping this indecisiveness here. This 2 of Coins, again, more Capricorn energy. This is being off balance, being like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Can't make up the mind. It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. To clarify this Page of Cups, we have the King of Coins, the 8 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this King of Coins is the counterpart. This is Virgo energy. Queen of Coins, counterparts, power couple. 2 cards that are supposed to be together. Represents 2 people who are probably supposed to be together. I saw at the very beginning, I said the King and the Queen of Swords aren't the same as the King and the Queen of Pentacles or Coins in this deck. This is 2 people who should be together, and the King and Queen of Swords are 2 people who used to be together. I've got this 6 of Cups out here, a card of the past, the lovers in the past. I feel like you guys were together at some point, and it's almost like you're waiting on a decision to be made about, are we resurrecting this? Are we going to reinvest here? Are we going to try and work together as equals? Or are we cutting this off? I feel like your person is like either communicating love and emotions to you or about to start talking about working together, holding on tight. They don't want to let you go. And I feel like a piece of them wants to rush in passionately toward you, and another piece of them hasn't quite healed yet. They haven't made their decision yet. And it's almost like they're stuck on something. They're trapped by something. They can't figure out what to do. Huh. Now this King of Coins, this is like very stable, abundant, prosperous energy. It's a generous, kind energy. This is someone who builds the Ten of Coins. He builds it around the Queen of Coins. This can be someone who's involved in a business, like an owner of a business, someone who's like an independent contractor, works for themselves, good at building things, good at building like assets and resources or managing assets and resources. It could be someone who owns a business or works in like an authority position in a business, like a manager or something like that. Next, we have the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy again. This is being stuck in his head about something, or they're stuck in their head about something. They're grinding on something, on this repeating loop in their mind, thinking about it over and over and over again, can't get their mind to shut up about it. And it's because they're not sure what the safe step to take is. And they're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of that, which is why they're stuck in their head grinding on it. It looks like it's about some heartbreak from the past, and they can't quite make a decision yet. Final card to clarify that Page of Cups is the Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing. This is the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny. So this can be a fated event. This could be a change in luck and fortune. This can be the universe or source turning that wheel in the background, trying to make sure things line up in the way that they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen actually does happen. And for me, that's what this card means most of the time. What's supposed to happen is going to happen. There's nothing you guys can do about it. And it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. I see in your energy this Knight of Coins, this feeling like this isn't happening quickly enough for your taste. Like, this is too slow. We're on divine timing here. I think in time, your person's going to get unstuck out of their head. And it looks like they're going to communicate their love and emotions to you, communicate the fact that they want to work together with you, that they don't want to let you go. In the meantime, they're just not yet. Again, the overall energy of the reading is the Nine of Cups. Like, you're both happy in and of yourselves. Neither one of you need the other one in order to get your happiness from. That all comes from inside each of you. Neither one of you need the other one to feel worthy of love, because that's all coming from inside. I feel like your person has done some healing, but they're not all the way over whatever this heartbreaking thing was. It's possible that you guys broke up. There was a cutting off, a severing of the connection. Final card in your person's energy for April 2021, Virgo, is the Nine of Coins. So we've got the Nine of Cups and now the Nine of Coins out here. This is being okay in and of yourself emotionally. This is being okay in and of yourself in terms of the physical 3D reality. This is with you, without you, or even in spite of you. I'm stable, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous in my own right, I'm self-sufficient, I don't need anyone to take care of me. I can do this physical 3D reality thing all on my own. This is Virgo energy. It's the singles card usually. Now again, it doesn't mean that your person wants to be single any more than this means that you want to be single. It just means that if it comes down to that, they're totally okay. Tell me more about this Nine of Coins for Virgo's person here in April 2021, please. Why is the Nine of Coins here? Thank you. Aha. Bottom of the deck. Now we're getting somewhere. We got the Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning here. Aces are opportunities. This is an opportunity for a passionate new beginning. We've seen the Ace of Coins, we've seen the Ace of Swords twice. We've seen the Magician, who has all of the aces out here. The only ace that we haven't seen yet is the Ace of Cups. This represents a new beginning in passion and desire. Right under that, we have the Page of Coins, which showed up in your energy. This is an earth sign energy. This is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity. So I've got two pages in your person's energy: news and messages of an opportunity, news and messages of love and emotions. I've got this news and messages of an opportunity in your energy. Now I've got this passionate new beginning here to go along with that. King of Wands now. We've got a shift in your person's energy here. They were King of Swords, all emotionally detached, and then we've shifted to the King of Coins, now starting to be more focused on the stability and generosity. And now we've got King of Wands. This is either Sagittarius energy, sometimes this can be Leo energy. Definitely fire sign. This is someone who's very bold and passionate and fiery and determined and probably good looking and charming. They go after what they want. They know what they want and they go after it. They don't take no for an answer. They don't let obstacles get in their way. They don't give up. They see things through all the way until the end. And the King of Wands almost always gets what he wants. Okay, a lot of passion and desire here, that's for sure. Now, to clarify this Nine of Coins, this Virgo energy of being stable and abundant and prosperous in and of themselves, we have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So now we got a lot of passion showing up here, a lot of desire showing up, where I didn't see any wands on your end of things except for this Ten of Wands, this burden that's being carried, this thing that's weighing you down. We saw three wands in the overall energy, the mutual energy between you. Now I've got the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, the Eight of Wands right under that, rapid forward movement on something that there's a lot of passion and desire for. We have the Fool right under that, a new beginning, taking the leap of faith in a new beginning on something. This Knight of Cups, Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So we're advancing from the Page up to the Knight. Instead of just talking about love and emotions, now we have actions of love and emotions taking place. This is romantic gestures. This is love offers coming in. Your person making a love offer to you. Next we have the Queen of Wands. This is Aries energy, sometimes Leo energy. Again, very bold, passionate, determined person that knows exactly what she wants and goes after it with bold, passionate, fiery determination. She don't take no for an answer either, and she almost always gets what she wants. Now I've got more counterparts out here. So I've got the King and the Queen of Coins counterparts. I've got the Lovers, divine counterparts. And now I've got the King and Queen of Wands, more counterparts, more cards that are supposed to be together, represents people that are supposed to be together. A lot of passion and desire in this connection starting to come out now. Now the final card to clarify your person's energy here in April 2021, Virgo, is the Seven of Wands, Leo energy. This is a card of being defensive about something, defending their position on something, defending their stance on something. This can even be an energy of being willing to fight for what it is that they have passion and desire for. Fight for what it is that they want. Fight for what they believe in. Fight for this connection with you. I've seen that Four of Coins where they don't want to let go of you. I feel like what's going on is currently your person is still stuck in their head thinking about this, still trying to heal from whatever this heartbreaking situation is, still trying to come to the decision about which path leads me to the world that I want. Which path do I have the desire for? Which one leads me there? And they're still stuck in their head about it right now. And in divine timing here, sometime soon, they're going to make that decision. And they're going to make actions of love and emotions in your direction. They're going to come after you with all this passion and desire, like a lot of it, they're going to come looking for this passionate new beginning with you, this planning for the future with you that we saw in your energy. They're going to fight for this connection with you, which is probably why we're seeing this planning for the future in your energy with someone from the past who is your lover. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Virgo love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.